Hello everybody, I am your humble host, Preston the Bunny, and today we are streaming Super Mario Odyssey. We're just gonna have a fun time today, because we got some good news come in, and yeah, should be a fun time today. So how's everybody doing? Welcome in, Zeke. I need to make sure the TV volume's off. I'm gonna go grab my shirt. Welcome in, Blade. Some of you guys who have joined the Discord have been hearing me talk a lot of house stuff lately. And we got some good news today, that they're fixing the wiring in this new house that we're getting, so... I still have to do stuff with the furnace and the AC and stuff, but it's more doable. Okay, my phone is muted. We're good to go. We're all pretty much set. We'll just skip this. I am playing on the Switch 2. That means that we've got higher frame rates and better visuals overall. I don't think there was anything added with the Switch 2 upgrade like there was for Zelda. I'm also playing with Joy-Cons, so we've got all the motion that we can. We're beating Cappy now. But yeah, I figured today could just be kind of a fun day. Fun all-around day. What's going on there with the brim of the hat? I don't think I've ever seen it do that. At least I didn't remember. But yeah. Bonjour. Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. I need to see... chat highlight, chat appearance, screen pop out. Because we've been doing like low latency stuff, but I feel like it's still not low latency enough. It's gonna be rather interesting at the new place. I am so excited. So, it's something to talk about, but it's also not something I really want to get super into. You tried mushroom coffee today? It's supposed to be similar. Yeah. Yeah. Helps out my husband a good bit. He likes having mushroom coffee. We've got this mushroom blend that goes into our coffee. It's like a cocoa powder sort of deal. It gives us a lot more energy. Like, I have never... I wasn't really expecting it to do too much of anything, but it put my husband in a better mood, and for me, it just keeps me more energized overall. But we don't get it all the time, because mushroom coffee's kind of expensive. The powder we have isn't too bad, though, so... It was too quiet. You're not used to the lack of noise in your brain. Welcome to my everyday life. Loud noises in my head are constant, even when my brain's working. There's a brief moment before I'm about to go to bed, and some amount of time Usually, just after I wake up, I have like a couple hours of brief silence. but then it's pretty quickly interrupted. I think the longest it's ever been quiet was... Oh gosh. The longest it's ever been quiet for me has probably been about... No, there was a full 12-hour period where there wasn't a single sound in my head. It was very odd. Had me concerned the entire time. Super focus on a task. Oh, I'm gonna... If we end up with this house, I am absolutely gonna be busy. There's going to be at least a little bit of time where I am not streaming. Stuff will still be uploaded. I'll still have things uploaded to the stuff, but yeah. I don't think that... I'm like, really certain that there will be a moment where I end up not being able to upload or stream for, like, not the whole month, but I'm gonna assume at least 2 or 3 weeks where I won't be able to do anything. Yeah, it's... I'm not worried about helping with moving. It's more so the repairs around the house that I need help with. Gonna be a responsible adult, yeah. Welcome in, Fernando. I'm gonna try to be a responsible adult, Zeke. Absolutely. Because we've got a furnace that I believe needs repairs. The AC unit needs replaced. The HVAC unit also, I think, needs replaced, but that goes along with it. If we end up moving into this place, they already said they're fixing all the wires. So, if we end up moving into this place, then we're going to likely end up needing to call a couple people for stuff. So, just 1, setting up internet, 2, getting everything over there. We have to drill a hole in the floor for the vent, because there is a dryer vent in this house, but there's not a easy way to it. You'll be lurking? All right. Have fun lurking for now, Fernando. But yeah, no, I'm excited because it'll be new, it'll be different, and there's just a lot of work that's gonna have to go into it. I gotta get a possum out of the HVAC. I gotta fill some holes around the foundation. It's gonna be a process, but over time we'll have less in cost of living. Sadly, we can't just completely ditch rent here because I'm stuck in a lease. So, if anyone wants to buy a fursuit from me, please, now's the time. I'm open. If I can sell at least a head or 2, it would definitely help out when time comes. Because I've been doing a lot of different fursuit stuff. My heads are made out of PETG, because we got that working. Squishable materials right now are still foam based, but we're working on getting that into a TPU based filament, because we think that it would be probably a little bit easier on everybody. Your bank account unfortunately doesn't like that idea. I'm sure it does not. My bank account absolutely likes the idea of moving into our own place. It's just a matter of, hey, the rest of the year, yes, we won't have a first mortgage payment until, like, December, but we still gotta make sure that rent is paid here until the end of December. So it's like, oh, we move in September? Well... We're budgeting for it. But it should hopefully end up being the last move I end up making. Which would be really, really nice if we end up making everything work here. One. Yeah, no. That's my little shout out. I mean, we've got a fursuit head for sale over on the dealer's den. Let me get you guys a link for that. There's the link. Go check out my dealer's den page. I've got more stuff planned to go up on there. Like I said, I've got stickers that are almost ready for sale. It's more so I need to figure out what's the best way to, like, budget that out. Because while, yeah, it'll work well if we can, if it goes, because that head was one of the very early heads we did, and it's just been sitting here, waiting to go. Well, well, it is what it is, so let's hope for the best. That's what I'm hoping for. Also, thank you for the 3-stream streak, Hernando. I would love to see more people get up higher streaks on streams and stuff. Let's go get the T-Rex. Everybody likes the T-Rex, even though they likely didn't look like that. You're gonna try your best? Well, I appreciate it. Best's all anyone can ask for, right? That's what my dad always says. We can only ask people to try their best. I'm just really hoping everything works out. It is a huge undertaking, and you'd think a lot of you'd expect like a lot of the stressors to come from, like, okay, packing up and moving and this and that. I've got a plan for that, so we don't spend too much money on it. I've got my little brother coming to help me. I've got my mom coming to help. My dad said he's willing to help me out with certain things, although I don't know how much help he'll actually be. It's a lot. You sold a partial gas max? Ah, neat. I'm planning on selling some of my game consoles. Honestly, we're probably gonna do some of that this weekend. And I know some of you guys who have seen my collection are like, you're gonna get rid of your collection? Not all of it. Just, enough to make sure we can be okay. Some stuff we don't need. I've got 3 PlayStation 3s. Who needs 3 PlayStation 3s? I've got an Xbox 360 I hardly use, an original Xbox I barely use. So, does it make for some really cool, like, comparisons and stuff? Did it help out with, like, doing streams and stuff early on? Oh, absolutely. But I would also say that it's probably best for me in general if I just don't. if I don't have a bunch of game consoles that I don't need hooked up all the time. And no, not all of them were hooked up, but all of them work. Which is a huge thing, you know? I feel like somebody could make like a really cool billiard-style puzzle game with the mechanics from the chain chomps in this game. X-Zero says hi! Hi! Welcome in. No monitor that I... Can't log out without a monitor. That is true. I use a TV for my monitors for that. I have a 4K TV and I just use that as one of the monitors for my computer. The other one is my drawing tablet. If you're at all like, why do you have a drawing tablet? It's like, 'cause I do all the art for these streams, and I also sell art sometimes. I actually have two commissions I gotta finish up. Planning on getting them done before I move. I got lots of time, so, well, lots of time's relative. It's, you know, by lots of time, I mean I've got till September 1st, basically. You don't have a TV either? Oh, that's not good. Well, the nice thing about the PlayStation 3 is... Well, no, you'd still need sound for that. Well, wait, do you have a pair of headphones? The PS3, I believe, has an audio jack somewhere on the front of the console. From there, if you look up the layout of the menu, you could sign in and sign out, probably. Based on pure sound alone. I've had to do that before. So... it's an idea. I got 2 PS4s I'm gonna be selling, so... You have a Super Slim, which doesn't have a jack. That sucks. That's real bad. Yeah, I gotta get rid of the... I'm probably gonna get rid of the Super Slim and my fat one. It is what it is. It is. Hey, I'm not gonna be the first person to be like, hey... I love video games, right? I'm not gonna be the first person to shoot down anybody wanting a game console or anything like that. Because I have a game console. I've got multiple game consoles, but it is an undertaking keeping all of them good and useful. So, like, I believe I could probably trade in the Wii, because I think I've still got my original Wii. I don't need that. I have a Wii U. It hooks up easier. It looks nicer. It's got some nice upscaling for Wii games. I mean, I don't need the Wii if I've got the Wii U. I've got a GameCube with a Game Boy player. So, on that other end, I'm also covered. So... yeah. My collection is vast when it comes to games. I've got every Nintendo system except the Virtual Boy. My Switch plays Virtual Boy, so it's a little funny, to say the least. It's one of those things I've been collecting for many years, and I think it's finally time for me to, you know, sell some stuff, because it would be better probably on me and my husband. You super slim, disc slider is broken, you only get like $10. Ah, that sucks. Wait, the slider's broke. Does that mean, or the disc reader's broke? So the reader head? You can replace that. It's a little sketchy, but you can replace that. If it was just the tray itself, that's not too hard to fix. But the motorized head for the disc reader, that is a bit of a pain. I've fixed, like, used controllers and stuff. I did that for a little bit of time when I was in high school. As a way to make extra cash. I was like, hey, I can fix controllers for people if they want. I did one controller modification, fixed 3 others. I made a good amount, but it wasn't, like, a full-time gig or anything. The whole system is, unfortunately. The disc doesn't spin, and it doesn't recognize that there is a disc inside. Oh, that's a lot of issues, then. Okay. There we go. Did run last time. Well, that's good at least. You know, that means your hard drive isn't bad or anything. You know, the PS3 isn't super useless if it can't read discs, but it's not good if it can't. You know, I'm sure I will have I'll have a fun day the day when I go to take those PS4s in. I'm probably gonna get told, well, you know, it's hard to move Sony stuff right now. And I guarantee it'll be the same look from people. I know everybody wants a fat PS3, so they're all discs, you can't play them. That does suck. You know, you can always try to find somebody who would repair a Slim. Because you can get a good amount if you've got a good selection of games and everything. Most people would take that. I'm not much into the whole reselling of stuff. Like, I buy a lot of used games, but I sit and I use them and I play them on stream here. But it's becoming easier and easier the more I've been streaming to just use a PC for most of my stuff, and anything I'm not, you know, it better be a modern system, because otherwise it's not going to make much of a difference in performance. I rewatched the Super Mario Brothers movie last night. That and Sonic the Hedgehog. I still like Sonic 1 more than the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Live action movie is always good. I like the live action Mario movie that came out in the 90s. That one's, I don't know why. I have such a soft spot for that movie. It's just a good time. Like, I liked that movie so much. I have the 4K Blu-ray remaster that they did. Did I need it? No. Well, kind of. My copy of the DVD was actually scratched to heck and back from how often I've watched it. Because I watched it when I was a kid. Only movies you really watched are 1944, Fury. 2 different ones? That is a very slim amount of movies. I watch all sorts of stuff. Animated, not animated. We're currently watching Breaking Bad. Because I've never seen it. We're up to, like, I think, season 5. So far, it's been pretty good. Let's see. What else have I watched recently? I picked up the Mega Man cartoon from the 90s on Blu-ray via the Discotheque re-release. That was worth it. I haven't sat down to like watch every episode or see how they did with the remastering or the bonus features yet, but I've got it for mostly just because I'm that big of a fan of Mega Man, but also because I thought, well, there's a lot of extra information that I'm not going to be able to find on like Wikipedia pages and stuff found here because it's such a new release that I might as well pick it up, have it, take a gander. That's the only series you've watched since your childhood? Oh, there's all sorts of stuff. You're starting to remind me of my friend Mountain Man. He's, I had to talk him into going to furry conventions, and then he was just like, I don't know, it'll be weird. I'm like, come on, it'll be fun. And he eventually ended up going because he heard how much fun I was having at them. And now he's like, yeah, I changed careers, I make better money, but now I have more free time to also go to conventions. There's more stuff to do in life than just going to work and coming home. And I'm like, yeah. Good for you, man. Every time I see him, he's in a better mood than he ever was previous. Yeah. No. He was just a guy who only went to work, came home, didn't do anything else. Tinkered with his VR. I talked him into going to furry conventions. Because I was just like, come on, man, it'd be fun. You live next to, like, a huge one. Go. It'll be great. So, I don't know. I think that there always needs to be something else. I like watching shows and stuff because it's something else to do. Something else to learn. I have literally gone and done random stupid amounts of things just because it was something to do and something fun to do. More or less. Work, live, coffee, game, sleep. You do anything else in that? Because for me, it's... oh, maybe this weekend I'm watching a different show, or... I'm working on... I end up working on videos for a few hours. I'm either doing a bunch of research for them, or... maybe go bike ride. That's a good one. I haven't gone bike riding in a few years, actually. I should get... I mean, I'd need a bike again. That's the other thing. Like, oh, yeah. You know, riding bikes sounds kind of fun. Oh, wait. That's also something I need money for to get a bike in the first place. Xero says you can always get a scooter, it's cheaper. That's not the same. That's not the same as riding a bike. It is cheaper, you're absolutely right. I go on walks every now and again. Oh. Where am I going and what am I doing? I don't know. Fat bike? Okay, my confusion is like what's a fat bike? No, like I don't know what that is. I'm confused. I'm gonna believe you that it's a thing, but I've never heard of it. I had a mountain bike for several years. I just don't know if I still have it laying around or if it was given to somebody. It would need a lot of work, though. It was sitting in a barn for a while. Bikes with wide wheels. Ah! Gotcha. Makes sense to me. Checks out. Oh, speaking of stuff, so like I won't be able to go to conventions for a little while once I move. Like I already canceled my big trip plan because we planned on moving anyways, but because every year we usually go to Midwest Fur Fest because it marks our proposal anniversary. Because I proposed to my husband at Midwest, and so usually we go every year. It was the first convention I ever took my husband to. It was also, it's just a good time in general. But this year we ended up canceling pretty early on. We were like, yeah, no, we're not doing that this year because we're gonna buy a house, and that takes a lot of money. And if we have to fix anything, it'll be. And we added up the total cost. We're like, okay, gas prices are pretty high. Let's assume they are gonna be exactly the same. And I was like, okay. Now let's assume that not only gas prices are gonna be this high by the end of the year, but let's also assume how much money are we gonna be spending on a hotel? We're like, oh, okay, so that's gonna be like an extra 300. Okay, what about food? Well, if we bring food, we're okay, but by the time we got done adding it up, we were like, oh, if we just don't go this year and instead choose to get the house instead, yeah, we won't get to go to any conventions next year because we'll be really busy paying off the house and getting to a livable situation. But we won't be, have to worry about, yeah. We'll probably be set up a little better if we do this. So, me and him both agreed, and we told our friends, we're like, yeah, we know we said yes earlier on this year, but some stuff changed. We're looking at houses, and my friend Casey was like, yeah, no, it's fine, and her girlfriend was like, yeah, sure, whatever. So, I mean, they're doing a similar move around the same time. I think literally the same day. So, but they're still somehow managing to do MFF. Meanwhile, me and my husband are like, yeah, no, we're not. And then we had Bath move in and stuff after we had decided all of that. So, maybe we'll do Chicago next year if we've got the money. I know I'm going to be at least at Anthro, Ohio next year, because that is one that we can absolutely manage, because it's like 10 minutes down the road from me. Right now, it'll be 15-ish when we move, so. Not too bad overall. Sabaton and Hensky next year? Ooh. Tell me how that is if you end up going. I do like me some metal music. My mom went and saw Styx the other week. Actually, I think it was straight up last week that we had the phone call about all that. She told me the concert was great. I've always wanted to see the Proto Men in concert. Probably won't get to until... Really want to, probably won't get to. Realistically, because they often play at, like, MagFest and stuff. I've seen furries in concert. Like, I've seen, I'm friends with a couple DJs. I've met Fox some more and watched them on stage. I've seen Pepper Coyote on stage. But as far as, like, bands that I personally really like the Megas, the Proto Men, I like a lot of nerdy rock and roll stuff, but that's just me. All of the sounds. Hellfest? I've heard of Hellfest. Going there to pour water on rocks? That is an interesting reason to go there. For me personally, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I just kind of want to do a bunch of stuff. Oh, right, but anyways, as I was saying earlier about stuff I gotta pick up before we move, I've got another 2 comics I gotta pick up, because the X issue 5 in the Dr. Wily self-proclaimed world's greatest scientist, Dr. Wily issue 1 came out today, and people are going nuts over it, and my script is partially written for my look at for all 5 issue, all of the first year run of the Mega Man comics over at Udon. I wanted to pick up the Archie reprints as well, but I don't have an extra $60 at the moment to go and do that. And probably won't until, oh god, probably like November. I need a heart. But yeah, the self-proclaimed world's greatest scientist issue 1, it's got Bass and Darkman in it. That's all I know. I haven't seen anything from it, really. It'll be an interesting book to talk about and read, I'm sure, because the Udon Comics Mega Man X run was really good so far. They're doing an X prequel issue, and... oh yeah, they said the Mega Mission manga is also back on the table over there, too. So... essentially what I'm saying is I have a lot of comics I'm gonna need to pick up over the next, like, couple of years. Which I am more than okay with, because comic books, you know, for every hobby to get into, comic books is a pretty good one to have. You know, video games, that has either a pricey upfront cost, or pricey in general. You know, you play a console, you end up with, okay, the console price isn't too bad, but the games are expensive. And then when it comes to PC, okay, the PC price is way more expensive, but the games are cheap. You can get games for cheap all over the place on PC. Meanwhile, a comic book, a brand new comic book is $6. That really isn't bad, and there's a new one, if you have only like 1 or 2 series you like, you'll probably only be spending maybe $10 a month on comic books, so it's not too bad. You know, I only read 1 comic book ongoing. I read the Mega Man issues. Could I read the new Sonic stuff? Yeah, I could. I just don't want to. I like their run. Has is the IRL word ban. All right. Very strange word to pick. I mean, it's a good pick, but it's a pick. There we go, we got a moon. I love the movement in this game. There we go. Oh, I got Mario Odyssey pretty shortly after I got my Switch, and good game. Spent a lot of time in senior year of high school playing this. However, since I've graduated, I've actually played a lot less of Mario Odyssey than, like, Galaxy. I've played more of Galaxy in the last several years than I have Odyssey. You're gonna go make some coffee and lurk? Alright. We'll have fun with that. Bonk. How's everybody in chat been doing? There we go. Oh, welcome to the chat, Crystal Slayer 99. Thank you for using the Discord bot. Hope to see you in there. Yeah. Xero's been playing Power World while watching this. I can't speak on Pal World. I don't know. I like Pokemon, but I don't think Pal World's that great. And don't get me wrong, Pokemon has its problems, but I do not see a point in Pal World. It's Pokemon with weapons, and to me that feels like a huge gimmick. Usually bots. Well, might be. Unable to load parts of profile. Well, you never know. I'll keep an eye on it. We've got commands for all sorts of stuff. Dealer's Den, the Telegram art group. It's way more than that? Okay, because that's all I saw that it was, and that... it made me not that interested in it. If it's something more, that's great. I think I have it on Steam, because I think Casey got it. But I'm not interested. Originally you thought that too? I mean, more power to you. It probably won't be my go-to game. Especially anytime soon. You know, Pokemon has been there all through a lot, so it's kind of more difficult for me to be like, yeah, let's just jump into a new Pokemon. Like, it's like, that's a lot of new Pokemon to remember, a lot of new mechanics to try. I don't know. Fernando said only recent game disc or game/DLCs they're interested in are Mecha Chameleon and Cost of Hope for Stalker 2. Interesting. Let's see. I am interested in any new Sonic stuff that's been going on. Cross Worlds. Love that game. Love Cross Worlds. Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. You haven't checked it out? I'm not sponsored, but it's a good game. Yeah, I didn't only buy it because there's Mega Man in it. I bought it because there's Mega Man and Sonic in it. And Pac-Man's a bonus. I Pac-Man World 2 repack. I got that, played that on stream, had a great time with that. Never heard of it? Yeah, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. It's got a bunch of stuff with it. It's got Mega Man DLC, it's got a Pac-Man DLC, it's got Hatsune Miku in it. It's got every Sonic character you could ever want, including Tangle and Whisper. So that was cool. They dropped those two for free. It's got the Crazy Taxi Crew. It's got just so much cool characters and great racetracks, good mechanics. It's like All Stars Racing transformed, but stepped up even further. And it's a good game. Pac-Man World 2 Repack was really good. I played Shadow Labyrinth, the Pac-Man game based on that secret level episode. Played that, enjoyed it. That game is hard. Really hard. They had to actually nerf stuff when it came out. It's like Hollow Knight, but if you like the UGSF timeline. So that's like Galaga, Ace Combat, Dig Dug, Mr. Driller. Who's Hatsune? Hatsune Miku. Hatsune Miku? You know, blue hair, idol singer, Japan. Sega owns them. They're huge with the leak meme from years and years ago. Teal hair. It's blue. Blue and teal. Same thing, right? Karmic says they've completed the home buyer's course and sent it to where it needs to go. Well, that's good. I have been playing Mario Odyssey, dear. Always good to see my husband's working on stuff. It's been a good time so far. I'd like to encourage those who are just joining to check out our Discord and the Telegram art dump and the Dealer's Den page. Commands for those are, well, they're in the chat. You need to Google who Hatsune Miku is. The maker of Minecraft. I will have my fun. Love the music here. Rit Pink, welcome in! Finished with orientation, now you can enjoy the rest of your day with no other work to do. Nice! That is awesome. I've been having a ball and a half with dealing with house stuff lately. So... but I hope the orientation and stuff went well for that. Thank you for the 100 bits! To show how excited you are, here's some bits. Bits! Everybody loves bits. I like bits. Today's just kind of a vibing day. I got good news about the house, and now I'm playing Mario Odyssey. I don't think anything else... I don't know how anything else could be more just kind of chill. What the hell is this? Hatsune Miku? It's an idol singer from Japan. I believe she's considered a Vocaloid, which means that somebody... It's a hologram. They use hologram technology in order to bring her to life on stage. I'm honestly kind of surprised. Most people know what I'm talking about when I say Hatsune Miku. Or are you perplexed by the creation that Mario has become? Because I couldn't explain this if I wanted to. It's like... well, Hatsune Miku's... Oh god, that... It started becoming, like, hugely popular around the 2010s, but Hatsune Miku's been around forever. If you've never heard of, like, MMDs, those dance videos where they've got a 3D model rigged up to dance... That software comes from Hatsune Miku's stuff. Never heard of this abomination. Okay. Well, I wouldn't call it an abomination, but... It's definitely something. I love it. I love it. I like the fact that people get to learn about new, weird Japanese things. Honestly, it's more of just an extension of something that was American, too. If you're really worried about it, about that side of it, it is just an extension of something that was American, because the first virtual band was the Archies. You know, from Archie Comics. Oh, I'm sure it's great. From what I was reading, it sounded bad. I'm glad you get to finally be left alone from that tyranny. Looks blue raspberry flavored. I mean, you'd have to ask Zeke if, I'm sure Zeke's in chat. If Zeke wants to answer, what flavor is Hatsune Miku? I'm sure they'll give a flavor. Rit says electronic flavor. That's a good one. That is definitely a good flavor. Julie09 Boo, welcome in. Welcome to chat. How you doing today? I was kind of struggling till the last minute to figure out what to play, until I was like, you know, let's just do Mario Odyssey. It's been forever since I played it. If you ever like, well, what can I play? A Mario game's usually a good fit. I'm just like, it ain't gonna rock the boat too much. Don't gotta use too much of your brain for it. Great, and you? I'm doing good. I got good news today. I ended up. So, yeah, I might be moving soon because of that good news. It's just kind of a good day, so we're vibing with a good game. There we go. know if I'm actually gonna finish Odyssey today, because Odyssey is a very long game. First playthrough? No. I first played this, I believe, the same year it came out, if not the year after. But this is not my first playthrough of this. I'm actually playing on an alternative file. Because my original file had something like 500 and something moons. Every time you chat the shoosh, it defaults to the shoosh emoji. That's interesting. Yeah, long game, 56, 34, and then the game is over for you. Oh, well, I'm not that fast as far as speedrunning stuff goes. I did play every Mega Man game back to back, and that took me 12 hours. I played all 11 of the main entries, plus a little bit. So if you're looking for speedrunning, that's my expertise there, but as far as Mario, I can't speedrun. I haven't speedrun any Mario game, really. But that's a pretty good time. Good for you. Like, we've been playing for an hour already. Like, I can't even imagine moving that fast in this game. Like, I've seen speedruns, but still, that's nuts. Oh, stretching real quick. But yeah, oh man, the good news on the house just puts me in a good mood. So, for those of you who do not know what's going on, I've been trying to buy a house with my husband. And the house we looked at and put an earnest payment in for had bad wiring. And by bad, I mean 1920s bad. Like, not in tube wiring, to be specific. It can be a huge danger. Well, we just got word today that the current owners are willing to fix the house. Fix the wiring. So that's my good news for the day. Is that, hey, they're willing to fix it, and then on top of that, they're gonna look into why the heater is... why the heater is going... what's up with the heater? And then... once we got word on that, it'll all know exactly how much I gotta spend once I move in, but... yeah. I'm really excited about it, because it means that things could be going pretty good. It'll be a lot of work for the first couple months. Actually, I think the first 6 months of us being there will be a little bit rougher than I would prefer, because we're gonna end up with, let's see, I gotta fix the heater, or the furnace, the AC unit needs completely replaced, and I gotta fix up the HVAC. But they're willing to do the electric, and that's one of the most expensive ones that I can't live without. I just can't. I can get by with a couple fans for cooling me down. I can get by with like a heater to cool off during, or to warm up during the winter. But as far as electric, I need it for my work. Because even if it's not this work, like streaming and stuff, I also still have fursuits to make. And for some of that, that actually requires me to sit down at the sewing machine. Or else I will spend twice to maybe 3 times as long working on one piece of the outfit. Huh, you found a Luigi. Gotta love finding a Luigi. I know there's a way to, like, clip behind this door. I've seen that. I love the music up this high. It's just so funky. Romanian M74 gas mask. Interesting thing to collect, I must say. Let's see, this weekend I'm going to the comic shop, picking up those 2 books, and I think that's it. I don't really need anything else. I know this Friday we're doing Pokemon Gen 1. We're doing more Gen 1. So, this is what you do. I mean, hey, more power to you. If it brings you joy, it brings you joy. The voice on this thing reminds me of Monita from Nintendo Land. If you ever like, I wonder how much of a Wii U nerd he is. I know what Nintendo Land is and play it quite frequently. Oh, I forgot this thing starts turning. I like a lot of the bosses here, but they are kind of forgettable. This thing looks more like a Pikmin boss. Which is kind of fitting, you know, flowers and stuff. I like Pikmin, though. Pikmin, I've debated doing Pikmin 1, 2, and 3, and 4 for streams before. And I always end up being like, oh, I'll do them eventually. But Pikmin is good, and I really should do a Pikmin stream. I feel like you guys would really enjoy that. I'd enjoy it. I'd have fun with it. Pikmin is one of those games where I play, I turn my brain off for a little while. It uses a lot of brain power to, like, you know, figure out, oh, okay, I'm multitasking and stuff, but by the time I'm fully done, like, with an area, it's just like, it's just good. Everything just goes into a natural flow of organization, and it just gets real nice. Something about it just clicks in my head, right? Uh, Fernando says they really need to get a laptop cooler. Table fan under laptop setup is funky. I sure it would be. I would say if you have a soldering iron, your best bet for that is 3D print yourself a cheap little thing. Plug in one of those quiet cooling fans. They're only like $15, give or take. Just put a couple of those underneath. Probably get $15 for like a pack of 4. Stick all 4 of them on the underside of that. Have them routed out to a USB, and just plug them into the USB into the side of the laptop. You make yourself a little fan desk thing. Maybe be a little bit more janky, I suppose, but you'd save probably a couple bucks. Because some of those cooling laptop stands, they don't do a whole lot. Because the fans in them are kind of weak. You can get a laptop cooler for $12. So probably do that. Just do that then. I like thinking about ways to like make little projects and stuff. So. That is part of my problem. I am very much of the mindset where it's like, well, if I could maybe do a thing, that sounds like fun. Maybe let's do it. Up and out the water we go. Yeah. I don't know why, that's just really enjoyable to me. Who doesn't like zippers? Who in my chat is just like, nah, zippers, not cool? I want to know. I like zippers. I kind of like Velcro a little more. But I like zippers. Who? I don't know. Who doesn't like zippers? Not really a person, more or less, just an inanimate object. But a neat mechanism. Doo-doo-doo. I like the music here. It's just relaxing. You like the push button thing? push button thing. I mean, buttons? I just don't know what you're talking about exactly. Just building planes? That sounds like a good time. I've tried Roblox before. I didn't really care for it. For those of you who are like, why were you on Roblox? I can give you an exact reason. I was literally playing it to do Sonic Speed Simulator as a stream for YouTube. And I walked away more confused and just was like, that was okay. I didn't go back to it. I've still got it installed on the mini PC, just for when we do Sonic Speed Simulator, because I do play. I like doing all the Sonic games. I did that for, oh gosh, a while. I think I played almost every single Sonic game for YouTube. I think I was only missing, let's see, we did Generations, we did Unleashed, we did Secret Rings, I know I did Black Knight. I am having a hard time remembering exactly which one we didn't get to, because we did Frontiers, we did Cross Worlds. It was a lot of the racing ones, because we did Drift. Snaps. Snaps are good. They're alright. I know what those are. But we never did Sonic Speed Simulator. We didn't do all of Tails' Adventure. I meant to come back and do all of that. We didn't do Tales in the Music Maker. And I didn't get to do Sonic's Game World, Schoolhouse. Like I said, a lot of the ones that I ended up not covering. No, we did Sonic R. Actually, very few people showed up to watch me play Sonic R for that. I might do a stream of Sonic R again, if I can find a good reason to play it again. But, I did... we did Dynamite Ducks, because that is in the same universe. I have my big spreadsheet. I could tell you the exact games I was missing. There wasn't a whole lot that I didn't do. Is more so the point that I'm getting to. I know we did half the Game Gear games for a stream here on Twitch. We didn't do all of them. We stopped. We beat a lot of Sonic games back to back, though. Yeah, Sonic, yeah, we did Sonic R. I like Sonic R. That game's good. Soundtrack's a little funky, but, like, that's part of the charm. We did Sonic the Fighters. We did Sonic Colors. Definitive Edition. We did Sonic Colors. Original. We did the DS version of Colors. I did Rush, Rush Adventure, Rivals 1 and 2. Actually, when in the middle of doing, I believe, Rivals 2, I actually had to stop because not only did there was a storm that day. I remember that particular because there was a storm that afternoon and it made the lights flicker. And with how bad the wiring here is in general, I just was like, yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. Lurking. Well, I appreciate the lurk. Oops. I saw right where the other moon was, too. Oh, darn. Got a notification on Discord. There we go. Super secret zipper. I still have not figured out where that last hidden moon was here. Oh, well, now I know that launches me forward. Hey, look, Captain Toad. And he's giving us a power moon. Maybe in here? I could have sworn we were already in here at one point. Yep, we were. Okay, it wasn't up there. It wasn't under there. Is that it? There it is. I just like playing games with everybody. It's what I have fun doing. Just hanging out with everybody and playing a game. Oh. Alright, now we gotta go all the way up. And technically we can leave this kingdom. Trying to get something out of my eye. Okay. And up we go. Oh, that's something I really don't like right now. My tongue keeps getting cut. I don't know whether it's by my teeth or what, but maybe I just need a glass of like water or tea or something. Probably be a good idea. I need to finish prepping the Pokemon episode for upload, since the Fallout one is gonna take some time. I got the thumbnail for that done. I've actually been having a lot of fun doing all the new thumbnails for stuff, because I got a new way of doing it. I downloaded a whole bunch of new brushes. I've been having fun playing with those. You know what? Maybe I should make the follower goal to be playing Breath of the Wild instead of Majora's Mask. Actually, wait, did we hit our bit goal? I haven't checked that in a little while. Let me grab this moon and then check real quick. I love that. I can't quite tell from there. Oops. See, I'm messing. I always end up accidentally like messing with something when I go on to Streamlabs to try to see what's up. Here it is. Oh! We did! As of at least today, we have hit the big goal. Well, I'll be darned. let me see here. I have everything written down somewhere. Well, I'll have to look. That was number 6. We are almost to all 8, which when we get our 8th bit goal, we will be doing 5 Nights at Freddy's. So congratulations, you guys, on hitting that bit goal. Thank you guys so much for your support. Yeah. Let me go ahead and, alright. There we go. Big goal level 7. I'll be darned. I got that all fixed up. I hadn't even paid attention to it. So, big goal level 7. When it gets to 8, I do clear it out. We'll start from scratch. It'll say big goal level 1. Yeah. Well, that's freaking awesome, guys. Thank you so much. I'm hoping we can maybe get to the subscriber goal at some point. Alright, we got a boss fight with Bowser. See, there is some good stuff happening lately. Alright, and we got our hat. Shake the controllers. I'm sure that looks really weird to some of you guys. That is at least the nice thing, is that since I've changed programs over to VR chat, we now have hand tracking and stuff, and it's not the best, but like, it works. It does get some weird, subtle movements though with the controllers. It's pretty good at doing that. Boom! Right back at his cruise ship. We'll just go ahead and skip that. We are now in the Lost Kingdom. I think after Lost Kingdom, we'll call it. But today's been a pretty good vibe day. Ah, Klepto. Wouldn't it be different if it was named Klepto the Super Dog? He's just taking everything. Oop. Gotta love getting messages during stream, and then I never know exactly when they were. Never know what's going on. Weird, weird, weird. Alright. Between this and Donkey Kong Bonanza, I don't really know which one of these is... I don't know which one I'd consider the better game. Because I like Bonanza a whole lot. I don't know whether I like it more than Odyssey. I think I like both of them about the same. I definitely think that maybe... Okay, this is a weird thought. I think maybe Mario Odyssey kind of deserved a proper DLC world. Like Isle Delfino. More so than Donkey Kong Bonanza's post-game world thing that came out. Is that rough of me to say? Nintendo really doesn't take that many L's. Need to fix your sleep schedule? Well, alright, Fernando. Thank you so much for stopping in and watching today. I hope the stream on Friday you'll be here for, because we're doing Pokemon Gen 1. We're continuing where we left off with that one. I'll try to be here, that's all I can ask for. I like it when everybody's hanging around and stuff. Oop. There's that. Oh, there's a trick for that. I don't remember what exactly it was. It was like you bring the flying dude in and... Then you zip around to the other side or something. Got a moon there. It is a little bit tricky for me to kind of remember exactly what all I can do in this area. That was all sound cue. Da, 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 da. I was hoping there'd be like a new Nintendo Direct coming up, but the only new one that they actually did was Fire Emblem. I have nothing against Fire Emblem, but it's not the first series I think of when I think go-to franchises. It's an alright tactics series. I prefer Advanced Wars over it. There we go. We just got 2 more left. And this subworld should do it. I like the 8-bit fuzzies. They look so goofy. Avoiding the fuzzies in the wall. Little mold creatures. They're so interesting because they are just a little mold creature. And if you're at all like, why do you know they're little mold creatures? Because they thrive in poisonous, damp, dark areas. They appear in sewers. They appear up high. They appear anywhere there is a rail that has not been touched. What appears most commonly on rails? Mold. They're just little mold creatures. Fuzzies are just little mold dudes. And it's accentuated in Paper Mario, believe it or not. So yeah, Fuzzies are just little mold dudes. The more you know, right? Alright. Next time we do Mario Odyssey, we'll be picking up from where we left off. I don't know whether we're going to do it next week, week after, but for now, this is where it's at. This Friday, we're going to be doing Pokemon Gen 1 Part 2. We last left off just after the battle with Misty, I believe, or just beforehand, and we'll be doing that. So that should be a great time. Let's see what else will be going on. I'll have different mods for that time when we play, so it's not going to be the exact same as we did last time. As far as next week, we're going to be streaming Wednesday. We're going to do something on Wednesday, something on Friday. Let me see. We're basically going to be doing streams all the way up at least until the week of the 31st and the 1st. So that first week of September, I don't think I'll have any streams planned. But we'll be doing streams all throughout. Let's go ahead and raid out on somebody. If you would be so kind to check out the Dealer's Den page, ! Den for that. The artist page, ! Art for that. You can also check out our Discord as well as our as Discord, Art Dump, Dealer's Den. And you can also check us out on YouTube at youtube.com/@GavinDragon2. But of course, you could follow me here for live streams every Wednesday and Friday. This person seems to be doing practice, so let's go show them some love. I've been your humble host. Good night, everybody.